Hey guys, welcome to the 𝗕𝗿𝗃𝗁 Bartenders and Baristas Challenge Global Final. This is the 5th edition. It's been 5 years of looking for the world's best coffee cocktail creator. Who's it going to be this time? It's been a tough journey to get here, but this year we've had over 300 participants from all over the world, and it's come down to 8 finalists from 8 countries, plus 1 from the European Bartender School. Bravo to everyone. Remember, we're also looking for a public vote winner, so it's time for you guys to get involved. Get onto social media and vote for your favorite cocktail. Now it's time for a big surprise. As a sign that everything's getting back to normal, we are here at the 𝗕𝗿𝗃𝗁 headquarters in Madrid, together with our stellar lineup of judges. The first of our 3 judges is the great bartender and barista hybrid and coffee and good spirits champion, Mr. 𝗕𝗿𝗁𝗁.
Hey Gavin, thanks for having us. I'm really looking forward to have some nice drinks today.
The second of our judges is the coffee expert, consultant and barista champion, Mr. 𝗕𝗿𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁.
Hey Gavin, how are you? Happy to be here.
Thanks, man. Thanks for coming. Good to see you guys. And as these days, a formal presentation without someone connected by video seems pretty odd, it's time to introduce Penelope Bass from the US, senior editor at 𝗵𝗵𝗹𝗶 and expert journalist. Hey, Penelope.
Hi, Gavin. Hello, Marijn and Timon. I'm excited to be joining you stateside.
Thanks for joining us, Penelope. Good to have you. So, judges, for you two, it's your second time judging this digital version of the Bartenders and Baristas Challenge, and it's Penelope's first time. So maybe you guys can summarize the criteria?
The cocktails are evaluated based on taste, presentation and creativity.
The 𝗕𝗿𝗃𝗁 influence and ease to make was also important.
So without further ado, it's time to see the creations of our 9 finalists. Starting with Brazil, Thalita Freire and her cocktail, 𝗕𝗿𝗃𝗁𝗁𝗍. From European Bartender School, Maj Schöffmann and his cocktail, Spanish Velvet. And from Estonia, Lisanne Pendra and her cocktail, After Hours. From Germany, Nicolas Spirgatis and his cocktail, 𝗕𝗿𝗃𝗁𝗍43. And from Mexico, Juan Rodriguez and his drink, 𝗕𝗿𝗃𝗁𝗁43. And from Spain, Santiago Fernández and his drink, 𝗵𝗵𝗹𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗃43. And from the Netherlands, Gabriel Barauskaite and his drink, 𝗕ᗵ𝗹𝗹𝗀 No. 2. From the UK, Kian Jenkins and his cocktail, 𝗕𝗿𝗃𝗁𝗁𝗍. And from the USA, Michelle Nguyen and her cocktail, Good Morning Vietnam.
Sweet, but it's pleasant.
Yeah, I think it's hard to master this drink because it's very simple from the recipe, but therefore you need every ingredient to be on point, and especially if you work with fresh fruit, it's hard to balance it out.
Yeah, that and the combination with this coffee, but I think the caramel and the licorice notes really complement each other in this drink. Yeah. Because you can definitely taste all the separate ingredients, but together I think they pair really, really well.
Interesting combination of flavors. So the Coca-Cola with the maraschino and the coffee works quite well together. It's a bit sweet though.
You want to keep tasting it to discover what's happening. You know, the interplay between all the ingredients. There is definitely some cherry notes in there that complement Coke. I mean, that's a great combination anyway, but the coffee still shines through.
Looks nice, huh?
Yeah.
So if you drink it from the top, coffee is very present. As soon as you stir it, probably mixes up. But there's a lot going on in here.
I love a good sour. I'm not really sure if this coffee is actually helping the drink or working against it.
Easy to drink though. It's refreshing.
Like this, make it up. Like this, make it up.
Looks nice though.
Absolutely. I love it.
Tiki always works.
Do you think it's the coffee or the citrus notes?
I mean, there's quite a bit of bitters in there. So I think it's a combination out of bitters, coffee, and probably citrus. So it's maybe one bitter note too much, but
Yeah, it's hard to pair the citrus fruit with a coffee. So you really have to select the right coffee for it.
yeah.
But again, we've taken 3 sips already, so it's definitely an interesting drink.
One time like this, make it pop like this, make it pop like this.
So there's 2 ticks already. 𝗕𝗿𝗁𝗃 is present, so is coffee.
Name is not very creative.
I think there's a good use of ingredients, although coconut brings in the risk of curdling. It's well balanced.
Even though I think the Licor 43 gets a little bit lost, other than the sweetness that provides to the drink.
So I think if you would have used a stronger espresso shot or maybe a filter method to highlight the fruity notes of a coffee, that would have made a more balanced drink. Right now it's really strong on the...
I also feel like he didn't specify the tonic he's using. So with a drier tonic, he could also highlight the coffee a little bit more and also could balance out the Licor 43 a little bit better, as I think it's quite on the sweeter side.
It looks very festive, right?
The name tributes the look.
There are some chocolatey notes of coffee, but the sweetness of the drink and the citrusy notes are completely overpowering the coffee.
It's a nice
Sweet
digestive.
but delicious again. I wonder if it's boozy enough. Probably that's covered a bit by the evaporated milk.
But it's nice. It's easy to drink. It's a nice dessert style drink. The limoncello adds a little bit of freshness to it.
Well, I do lose the coffee because this
it's not very
citrusy notes
festive.
come from the limoncello,
Yeah.
but it's still a delicious drink. So he definitely managed to coffeefy this cocktail.
Definitely. Looks like a latte.
Absolutely. And a little biscuit on top. Very Instagrammable. Yeah. It is boozy. I
boozy as well.
wouldn't expect it to be that alcoholic if you judge it just by the looks. I do get some Licor 43. I definitely get some coffee, although could have been any coffee because it's so overpowering sweet. On the other hand, it's very approachable, very Instagrammable, so this will definitely attract a younger audience.
So little Licor 43 in there, taste-wise. I mean, you get the vanilla, but this can also be from the vanilla vodka.
Yeah, but that's what I like about this one. When I saw the ingredient list, I was like, no, 0 points. You cannot use this coffee in a coffee cocktail competition. But then when I saw the name and when I heard the story about it, I actually added some points because I think, so my specialty coffee heart is crying right now, but I think if you can take this concept and turn it into a cocktail like this, it just ticks all the boxes. It's Vietnamese style.
That's the point, the concept, the name, everything fitted well together.
And then it makes sense.
I think it's still there. You get the coffee, you get the cognac. Cognac dries it out a little bit.
So judges, before we reveal the finalists and the winner, what do you think the highlights of this competition were?
I think from a coffee perspective, it was really interesting to see that the level of coffee knowledge keeps rising amongst the competitors in this competition. If we compare it to other years, there was definitely a bigger feed of information regarding the coffees that the competitors use. I'm not sure how you feel about that.
Yeah, definitely, absolute. Which is really nice to see is that people take more considerations about their coffee overall when they use it in their drinks, about the origin of the coffee, about the farmers. So basically everything that makes a coffee what it is basically was taken into account way more this year than usual. And more than this, I feel the product is understood a little bit better and also better implemented in the cocktails and how it is used after all.
And not just on the coffee part, because let's not forget, it's also about Licor 43 shining through in these coffees. And I think overall, the competitors did a really good job to find that balance between coffee, Licor 43 and other ingredients without losing the aim of the competition.
Yeah, more than this, we had a really nice display of the different aromas of Licor 43. We had drinks that supported the herbal parts, the sweet parts, the citric parts, so everything was there basically, and it was really a lot of differences between the drinks itself.
Yeah, exactly that. It was not one style of drink that we had to taste 9 times. There was definitely a lot of variation between the drinks. So for us, it was really enjoyable to judge this edition.
And what about you, Penelope? This was your first time. What did you think?
Since this was my first year judging the competition, I wasn't quite sure what to expect. But I have to say I was blown away by the level of creativity among all the competitors. To have to create a drink focused on 2 primary ingredients, coffee and Licor 43, I was amazed by the diversity of the final lineup. Really no 2 drinks were the same. I loved seeing the bartenders incorporate flavors and ingredients that represented their home country and really told a story. And I was very impressed by the thoughtfulness with which each bartender selected a specific method of coffee preparation that would best suit their particular cocktail.
So people, you've got today to vote for the public winner, and this can be anyone except for the premier winner. And now, drum roll please, it's time to announce the finalists of this year's Licor 43 Bartenders and Baristas Challenge. And because the judges couldn't decide, we actually have a tie for 3rd place, so there's 4 finalists.
So the top scorers of this year's edition are, in alphabetical order, Brazil, European Bartender School, the Netherlands, and the United States of America.
And the winner is...
Brazil!
Congratulations to 𝗕𝗵𝗹𝗶𝗀𝗃 with your drink, 𝗕𝗵𝗹𝗃. You are officially this year's winner of the Licor 43 Bartenders and Baristas Challenge, and you're taking home the €3,000 prize.
Remember, we still need a public vote winner. So apart from Brazil, you can go to the Licor 43 Global Facebook page and just like the picture of your favorite cocktail. Time limit is midnight today, Greenwich time, and the winner will be announced a little later on this Facebook page.
Well, that's it all, folks. Thanks very much for watching. Big thanks to all the judges, all the finalists, everyone who took part, and everyone involved in this beautiful competition. We love it every year, and we're already working on the next edition.
See you in the bars.